That's a big one. A little overgrown, but looks so good.
Isn't it wonderful to have so many radishes?
Good job, man. That's a pretty one.
I'll get it.
You can sit the radishes in a little bit of water in a pot just so that the roots are covered, and you can actually stick that in the refrigerator and the leaves will keep fresh for a few days. So this is a nice method to use if you have a lot of radishes and not enough time to process. As you can see, some of the leaves might wilt, but you can discard those, or still use them if you're planning on freezing the leaves or eating them right away. And once you take them out of the water, they're still nice and fresh. As you can see, I didn't even wash that one before I put it in, so it's a good method if you need a little bit of extra time and you don't want to waste any part of the vegetable. To store them, just cut the tops off. I do just like so. I leave a little bit of the top attached to the root. It's just easier to cut, and then I have a nice clean radish to stick into the refrigerator. The process for storing them, as you can see, first I take a damp paper towel. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, just some moisture in it, and I set it in a plastic bag like you can see here so that it's folded, and then the cut radishes will go in the center of that paper towel. And this method actually will keep them fresh for up to 2 weeks. I had mine in the refrigerator for quite a while and I didn't see them turn bad at all. It kept them nice and fresh and crisp. So you can actually eat the radishes fresh this way, or you can, cook them. If you're going to keep your radishes for a month or more, I would recommend freezing it, like chopping them and freezing them. But this is a great method if you want to keep them unfrozen in your refrigerator for a decent amount of time. Multiple ways to eat radishes. Obviously, eating them raw with salt is very popular. You can eat them raw on salads, but you can also cook them. So in this video, I'll show you 2 ways to cook them. The first is, as you can see, you shred them and then you fry them in butter and whatever spices you like. For this one, I just use salt and pepper, but you could really use anything. They were pretty good. I think that this is my least favorite way of cooking them just because it takes a while to shred them. I think a food processor would make that easier. It just seems a whole lot easier to me to roast the radishes whole. So as you can see in my next example, that is exactly what I'm doing. You want to cut the roots off, and then you have a nice clean radish. You could leave the roots on. I did once. I left them on, but I don't prefer to eat the root, so I just cut it off. Then some melted butter and whatever spices you desire. In this I use salt and basil, but again, you could use anything that you wanted to. And you just stir that in a little bowl, dump the radishes in, and then cover the radishes completely in the butter mixture. And then all you do is set them in a pan, and I bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, however long it takes for your radishes to get nice and soft. And last but not least, don't forget about the leaves. You can eat these as well. Many people discard them, but they're quite a nutritious part of the plant and they're good to eat. I like to chop them like this, and it actually comes out similar to chopped spinach. And then I will just put those in a freezer bag and stick it in my freezer to add to soups or stir fries or whatever I want. But you can eat them fresh or you can eat them frozen, whatever your preference may be. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, there'll be more videos like this in the future with all different topics related to homesteading. So hit the subscribe button and like and comment if you feel inclined to, and I will see you next time.